Hello, I'm Amanda Prowse, and when I was 10 I had an awful, brutal experience at the dentist that had a profound impact on me, changed me quite drastically. I was quite confident and happy up until that point, and after that it really blighted my life. I know a lot of people say they don't like going to the dentist. It was a bit more than that for me. I had a deep phobia of walking past a dentist, of smelling a dental surgery, of the thought of it, even seeing an advert on TV for dentists. If I saw, the tools or anything, it could literally almost induce panic. I'm really ashamed of it because I feel I don't know, I've just always thought it was a bit of a weakness. And I've avoided going to the dentist at all costs, which has been really detrimental to my mental and physical health. I've looked after my teeth as well as I could because I thought the more I clean them and look after them, the less likely I'll have to go to a dentist. That was my theory. In 2014, I was eating olives and 2 of my teeth just sheared away at the back, leaving just filling, that grey amalgam and no enamel, and it was very painful. Then I lost another tooth and another, and it took until 2023, I'm ashamed to say, until I could pluck up the courage to go to a dentist. And you can imagine the state my teeth were in. I do a lot of telly, I speak at literary events, and I could never open my mouth fully. I didn't like to show my teeth. I spoke like this, not that great. I was ashamed, embarrassed, mortified by the state of my teeth, but also that fear I had far outweighed the desire to get them fixed, so it was a real catch-22. I saw on social media people talking about Neil Gerrard and his team, the home of pain-free dentistry. Did I believe it? Probably not, because I think so ingrained was my fear and my worry that I didn't think anything was going to be able to get me over this terrible sort of this blight in my life. And I made an appointment to go and see Neil first of all, and it took all of my courage, I can tell you. The appointment was at 10:30 in the morning. I arrived at 10:30 thinking, well, the least time I'm there, the better. At 10:31, Neil hadn't appeared, a whole 60 seconds, and I literally picked up my bag and I thought, right, I've just got to go, I can't do it, and I was running out of the exit and I felt his hand sort of on my shoulder, and I turned around and Neil was stood there and he said, "Are you doing a runner?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Come back, come in." And that was the start of it, really. I'd sort of shown him my worst fear, the fact that I would rather run from the building and live like that in pain than let him actually have a look at my gob, which is ridiculous, I know. I have been seeing Neil for 6 months. I think I've had maybe 4 or 5 sessions, 5 or 6, I can't remember. The big difference for me was that I felt very listened to. So when I said to him, he started saying, "Well, I think what we should do, Amanda," and I said, "Oh no, I can't, don't give me the detail, I don't want to know." He said, "Oh, okay, that's fine, I'll write it down, or, we'll communicate some other way." And I said, "Oh, and I don't like looking at those tools, there was a tray." He said, "Right, that's fine, we'll take them away." And I knew at that point that he was going to listen to me, and he wasn't going to laugh, and he wasn't going to judge me. And I suppose that was a start of trust, and also of me feeling very safe, which was key, I think. It's not only Neil that has changed my life, I mean, quite literally. It's everybody. It's from the first, point of contact at reception with Julie, it's emails, it's the dental nurses, it's everybody. It's Chris who did my sedation, everybody I had an encounter with. It's like they were all quite calm, very calm, and encouraging and chatting as though it was just, it could have been a hotel foyer. It didn't smell dentisty, you know what I mean? It was all very, I don't know, there didn't seem a sense of panic or a sense of anything overly medical, which must be quite difficult in that scenario, but it really didn't. And I think that feeling of safe and building up that trust was absolutely key. When I tell you how I had a phobia, I mean, I could not walk past, if it said dentist, I could feel, I could feel the start of a panic. If I saw an advertisement on TV and they had dental tools, I would leave the room. I couldn't go in the building. Last week, 6 months later, I had a dental hygienist appointment. Walked in, said hi, breezed up the stairs. It was only when Charlotte was cleaning my teeth and I was talking to her, I suddenly thought, I'm in the dentist. I didn't think about it. Before that, I would have had blood on my hands where I dug my nails in. I would be shaking. I would probably be sick. I would have to use the bathroom without getting too graphic. It was just, all of it was just such an incredibly grim experience. And there I was. And I thought, well, I feel all right. It's like I know there's nothing to be afraid of. It's just a complete turnaround for me. Not only am I now happy to show off my teeth, she says, grinning, showing you her pearly whites, which is, I mean, I can't tell you how far I've come, but also how I feel. I don't feel petrified. I've stopped having nightmares about the dentist, and I will happily go back. And I can't believe I'm saying it. I can't believe that's how I feel, but I mean, they've totally changed my life. It's ridiculous to feel this emotional, but they have. They've changed the way I look. They've changed the way I do my job. They've taken away my fear. And no one wants to live in fear like that, do they? I just can't thank them enough. I'm eternally grateful.